Hi there. What I'm going to do in this short video is show you how to use PowerPoint in order to create a multimodal presentation. So our learning intention here is for you to be able to create a multimodal presentation. Your success criteria is that you'll be able to use the recording tab that's in PowerPoint in order to be able to do that. So what we're going to do here is switch across to Microsoft PowerPoint. So let's turn off my camera there and switch you across to PowerPoint. And so what you can see now is that I'm in Microsoft PowerPoint, and I'll just go back to my slideshow, and I'm going to use this little PowerPoint presentation as a demo. So you can imagine that we're teaching people about the letters A, B and C, and I've got a picture of an apple, a ball and a car to represent each of those. You'll see that I'm currently in the recording tab. If you don't have that recording tab visible across the top of your screen, select one of the other tabs and right click on it, and you'll see there's an option there to customize the ribbon. And if you choose to customize the ribbon, then over here on the right hand side are all of the extra tabs you can add. And if you scroll down, you'll see there's an option for recording, and you simply need to tick the recording tab and that will then show the tab for you. The other thing you may need to check is that you actually have the right Office product. So if you're just using a trial product or you're using an old version, then this will not be available. So to check that, if you click on the File menu and then go down to Account, you can see that I'm currently using a subscription product, Microsoft Office 365 Pro Plus, and so that means that I'm entitled to use the recording feature. So if you are using a trial product or not using a Windows machine, then you won't have this available to you. But if you are using Windows and you've got an active Office 365 subscription, then you should be able to turn on the recording tab. So once you've got your PowerPoint created and you're ready to record, you simply go across to the recording tab. If you then push the button that says Record Slideshow, that will take you into the recording window. And so you can see here's the recording window. You've got some tools here. First of all, the control tools up the top here that let you start the record, stop the record or play the recording. You've got this button here which doesn't actually close this window, but it clears all of the things on the current slide or on the whole slideshow. So you can see here you can clear the recording on all the slides. So if you want to redo a slide, then you would use this to clear the current recordings and then record a new one. And you've also got an X up the top here. Some people get confused and think that's going to close PowerPoint. That's only closing the recording window. So just be aware of that, that when you're finished, you want to use that X, and that's going to take you back to the actual PowerPoint window. Down the bottom here, you've also got some drawing tools. So you've got a pen tool and a highlighter tool, and you can select colors. So I'm going to go with a yellow highlighter as my drawing tool, so that when I'm recording, I'll be able to draw on the screen as well. Okay, so now we're ready to start recording. You can also see that you can move forward to a particular slide where you want to record and record that slide. So let's start with our letter A. So we push the record button, it counts down. Good morning, students. Today we're going to learn about the letter A. The letter A is one of my favourite letters, and the reason why it is one of my favourite letters is because it's the letter that the word apple starts with. There's our A in apple. Stop. So I'm going to push the stop button there, and so you can see that this slide has now recorded, and if we push the replay button, then it will play. Good morning, students. Today we're going to learn about that slide, and so you can see my drawing had started and so on. So you can record the slides individually, and if you would like to, you can then go on to slide B and start recording there. The next two slides I'm just going to go straight into, so I'm going to record slide B and C, so I can show you that you can just keep recording your entire slideshow if you're confident in what you're saying. So let's push the record button again, and we're going to talk about the B slide. Okay, now we're up to the letter B. B, and I didn't choose a drawing tool, so that can catch you as well. So the letter B, let's go back and get it right. So I've got to choose my highlighting tool and my yellow so that I can actually highlight the slide instead of clicking to progress. I push the record button, counts down. Okay, now we're up to the letter B, and B is for ball. In fact, it could be for beach ball, which is what that picture is there. We're going to go on to the next letter in the alphabet, which is the letter C, and C is the letter for car, or the first letter in the word car. And so C-A-R is how you spell car. We can press stop, and it saves our recording then. And so I've now recorded my A, my B and my C slide, as simple as that. You can see if I wanted to clear, I don't think I did a particularly good job, so I'll probably clear and start again there, but for the purposes of this I'm just going to close, and back in my slideshow now you can see that those annotations and the recordings have been included on each slide. Once we're finished, we now want to export this to a video, or assume we are finished, and you can see you've got the option here under recording to export to video. We're going to create a video, choose a quality that's appropriate. If you're just going to publish this to the internet, then drop it down to internet quality, which is going to mean a smaller size file and also a quicker render. And then we simply push create video. It's going to ask us where to store this video. Let's call this spelling, and I'm just going to put it on my desktop. Choose to save, and you can see down the bottom in the center there, it's now got a little progress bar showing you that it's creating that video. And once that's finished, you'll have your PowerPoint created as an annotated and voiceover in your video. Good luck.